In August, the Miracles and I went to audition for Jackie Wilson's managers. Jackie Wilson was my #1 singing idol as a kid growing up. And he
Right.
was in Detroit, and his managers were in town talent scouting. So we
Wow.
went to audition for them. And they didn't like us because we had a girl in our group. They thought we were too much like the Platters at that time.
Really?
I tell everybody it was a God day, Steve, because Berry Gordy happened to be there that day.
Yeah.
Why was he there? Because he was there because he was writing all of his songs for Jackie Wilson at that time. This would be way before Motown. He was
Yeah.
writing all his songs for Jackie Wilson. So he was there with some new songs for Jackie Wilson. He just happened to be there that day.
Incredible.
And we just on a day when Berry Gordy was going to be there to
Wow.
turn. So I told everybody it was a God day because it happened like that. And they rejected us. And Barry came out after us after we were walking out of the place. And he came out after us and said, hey, man, because rather than singing songs that were currently popular by other artists at that time, we sang 5 songs that I had written, okay, thinking that would be an influence on their managers. That Jackie Wilson's manager said, these kids got their own material. We would definitely sign them. They didn't like us at all. So Barry came out afterwards and he said, hey, man, he said, where'd you get those songs from? I said, I wrote them. He said, you did? I said, yeah. He said, well, I liked a couple of your songs. Now, I don't know who he is. So I'm thinking, well, thank you, man. But, I'm ready to go because they said no.
Exactly.
Being polite. I said, well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He said, yeah, I liked a couple of your songs, man. I said, well, thank you so much. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe, because I thought as young as he looked, I thought he was waiting there to audition after we got through.
No kidding.
I did, man, because I was 16 and I thought Barry was no more than 19 or 20 because that's how he looked, know. So he said, yeah, man. He said, I'm Berry Gordy. Now I got all of Jackie Wilson's records, man. Whenever I buy music, I look to see who created the music, who wrote those songs. Even if it's an instrumental like Booker T and the MGs and all, I want to know who wrote that music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got all of Jackie's records. So when he said he was Berry Gordy, I couldn't believe it, man. I almost fainted,
I'm sure.
He said, you got any more songs? So I had a loose leaf notebook of about 100 songs, man, that I've been writing since elementary school. Okay.
You floored him, I'm sure, when you pulled out that book.
No. He took me in this little room. He said, I like your voice, man. You got any more songs? So I went in there and I must have sang 15 or 20 songs to Berry that day, man.
Yeah.
And every one, he was a professional songwriter and record producer. He never once said, okay, man, I'm tired, I got to go or anything like that. He just critiqued every one. Because like I said, since I was 4 and 5 years old, I've been writing poems. And now my songs, when I got to considering myself writing songs, I could rhyme them up really good. Yeah. But my first verse didn't have anything to do with my second verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My second verse had nothing to do with the bridge. So Barry pointed out to me. He said, man, he can rhyme stuff really good. He said, but a song has got to be like a short book or a short movie or a short story where the beginning and the middle and the ending tie in together and give people one idea to work with. So I'm going to work with you. So he started to mentor me on writing songs and stuff that day. And like I said, it was God day because it turns out that, and so he recorded us